Okay guys, so this is almost finished. It's one of my favorite dread styles. It might be sort of difficult if your hair isn't quite long enough, and then if your hair is too long, I mean, I guess you could just tuck it. Like, once you twist them and there's like excess hair hanging off the edges, you could just probably tuck it back. Basically what I do with this hairstyle is I'll take hair like this, not this one because it's two. It's harder to do with one that's two. I'll take this one, it's just one right here. Like I'm taking this one right here. From the left side of my head, I will do the same exact thing on the right side, but I have to find one that's just an individual one. And the thing is, it has to be exactly opposite of the one on the left side. So you take them up right here, right? You got to make sure all of this hair right here is pulled back behind it. There can't be anything in front of it. You got to pull it back behind it. And an easy way to do that is I go like this and I just go like that, and it'll pull back all the hairs right there. And what you do is you cross them, right? And just like you're tying your shoe, you loop it under. But then you keep going until there's barely anything to hold on to. You keep going until there's just that. And you do the same thing on this side, but you'll have to go the opposite, I don't know if you guys can see that, the opposite direction. Once you get enough to where you can barely hold on to it, just pull it. Pull it tight. Not too tight to where you're ripping your hair out of your head, but just enough to where they don't come out. And the fact that they're wrapped around each other, they're actually holding on so you don't have to worry about it. Basically, this is just making my hair into its own headband. You don't need a headband. But I'm going to do just one more, maybe, if I could find one that's an individual. I know a lot of the ones in the back are not individuals because the ones in the back thin out a lot. So I'm going to try to do this backwards. If you guys can see it, I'll bend down just a little bit. Cross them over and then just twist it underneath. Make sure it's just enough to hold on to. Like just barely enough to hold on to. But I mean, if you do twist it too much, it might be harder to pull. But you know, you still want it to be able to pull. It should stay tight enough to hold all your hair in. This is pretty much my favorite hairstyle. I might even make this, I'll be back. Stand on this side. Okay, so I showed you guys this hairstyle, so I might as well show you guys the rest of them. I don't have a lot right now, but I've been recording a few in my phone, and I'll just show you guys those hairstyles after I take this one out. Here is the most basic hairstyle in the game. I basically showed you guys how you could avoid it if your hair is long enough, but headband, that's it. Literally just a headband. It's not even a hairstyle, it's just a headband. And I know someone was commenting about like the blonde patches in my hair like that. That's just because if you watch that video I made, it's like, I think it's titled How to Not Bleach Your Hair or something. I'll correct myself when I edit. But yeah, basically this is just a simple hairstyle. And then there's also this. Look. This is also a hairstyle in itself. Just one banging down. Or maybe a few more banging down. But then there's also this one that Sway Lee rocks, which I've rocked in a different video. I think it's the one where I'm actually doing a dread review on him, my first dread review. This is how Sway Lee bangs his dreads. He'll have them tied up back, or he'll have them braided going back, but then he almost always has his bangs right here. And if you ever notice, he actually cuts his bangs. Another hairstyle is, what I do is I throw all my hair forward. It's really hard because I can't just grasp all of my hair into my hand just yet. I just barely hold on to it right now. And then just pull the headband over. This is actually really hard. Alright, and there you go. You got the pineapple on top. Personally, I wouldn't rock it like this. I wouldn't recommend trying to stretch all of your hair into it if it can't really fit. That adding stress onto your hair is not the best. And if your hair isn't quite long enough to fit all of them in it, what's so wrong with pulling one down and having it hang like that? Or maybe having a few, like let's say this small, I probably shouldn't have pulled a little dude out actually. I'm just gonna stick him back in there. Oh yeah, this is a prime example. Okay, look, one of these long ones that's already in here, just take it and tuck it up underneath. Personally, with the pineapple look, I like to have some in the back hanging out like this. Okay, that took a bit longer because that's not the way I usually do it. Usually I just take these and tie them back, and then I'll try to get the I can't think of the word right now, pineapple. But this way I just started my pineapple and then pulled them out one at a time. Basically they just come out like that. I don't know how it looks from the back, so I'll just turn them like this and let you guys see however it looks. But yeah, that's just the pineapple with the ones hanging down in the back. And then also this is hanging down too, just because I like this look, but it's sort of a bold look. I don't actually wear it too often, but you guys can rock it too. It's a pretty nice hairstyle. Let me take this down. Huh. I feel like The Weeknd right now. I mean, if you want to rock your hair like this, that's you. I don't know if I would or not. What's up, guys? This is Jai here. D-Flow told me to do a voiceover for him again. This time I'd actually do it. But basically, this is the pineapple thing that he's doing without a hairband or a hair tie, whatever you want to call it. He's actually using his dreads this time. The same method he used before to basically replace the hair tie by pulling two different dreads across. This time he wrapped two different dreads around, starting from opposite sides and then wrapping them all the way around, meeting in the front again, and then just twisting them around the same way he did earlier and pulling them tight. Here's a little 360 for you guys since it went well. I think it would look better if someone had less dreads than him, or if he actually spent more time on it. Another hairstyle, this is basically really simple. Throwing it over to the other direction. Just imagine this one's not here. Just imagine he's gone. I've seen people rock it like this. Like I've seen Jaden Smith rock his hair like this, but his hair was longer. Then I think sometimes he had a headband in it. Like he would go, it's probably gonna look weird on me. Yeah, no, that's not right. I mean, if you want to rock your hair like this, it looks cool too. Kinda, maybe sorta. Maybe I'm wrong. It doesn't look as cool as I thought. This is a look that I personally do a lot. I just washed my hair and it's really dry right now. That's why I can't just form it the way I want to. But this hairstyle right here, this is what I typically wear. When my hair was started by the loctician, I'm just going to show you guys how she expected it to come out. This is basically not even a hairstyle if you think about it. It's just... Okay, those are just a few hairstyles. The first one and the pineapple with the one coming down and the hair coming out the back are my personal favorites. Even though I may not wear them too often, they're just for special occasions. I'm lazy, so I wake up, get out of the bed, just do whatever, and walk out the door. Like, this is literally all I do, and just walk out the door. Because I'm lazy like that. I usually throw on a hoodie so you can't even see my hair. But yeah, thanks for watching. I'm dropping more heat coming later today, actually. Maybe even tonight. Stay tuned. Be a part of the Dread Gang. Join the Flow Gang. Like, subscribe, comment down below. Do all that good stuff. And peace.